I hope my internet works. That's all I have to say because I'm so technology challenged. Good evening. Hello to you. I'm going to give everyone a little bit of time. Let me turn this off. I feel like I'm so technology challenged no matter how many times I try this, which hasn't been very often, but um, something always goes wrong. I was going to use my computer, and then I did like a little um, test live where only you can see it, and and I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. But then I watched it back, and even though my camera on my computer says that it's an HD camera, it looked so pixely compared to my because I'm using my phone. So I was like, oh, I'll just use my phone again and figure all of that out later. So, but welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. I can see you and hear you just fine. Okay, good. So I bought this little, I'm not using it because this is what I was trying to say. I'm so technology, I don't know. I bought this little like lapel microphone that's wireless and it works with your iPhone. And I tried it out last night and it worked perfect. Like I just recorded some audio and it sounded so good. And then today I went to try to use it and it wouldn't work. I mean, it comes on and everything, but it wouldn't pick it up on my video that I was, trying. So I don't know, whatever. I'll try and figure that out later as well. One of these days, I'll get used to all of this. Becky and my mom are both here. I just went ahead and put because these have a little bit of like a microphone on them, my little AirPods. So I just put those in for now. Those are my go-to that I use when I'm recording a podcast, and it seems to work just fine. So how's everyone doing on this Friday night? We're really excited about tomorrow. Someone always says on the night before the updates, it feels like Christmas Eve. And it does kind of feel that way a little bit, like the excitement and the build up to it. I have been posting like crazy on Instagram. Sorry for spamming everyone's feed the last 2 days, but I was trying to get as many pictures on there as possible of the yarn and the bags so you guys could see everything if you hadn't had a chance to watch the collection preview video. So it's just been a crazy couple of days, but we're all ready. Normally, the night before an update, we're all three scrambling and trying to get all the listings ready and make sure all the pictures look okay. So it feels nice to be ahead of all of that. So I don't think there's really anything other than maybe some last minute tweaking that we have to do. Pretty much everything's ready to go on Etsy. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me introduce myself. My name is Kim. And like I said, Becky and my mom are here in the comments as well to chat with us and help me moderate some comments and stuff in case I miss anything. And but we're 3 by the Sea Designs, and we have a shop update in our Etsy shop tomorrow. And it is going to be full of all of the new fall collection. We have new project bags coming, new stitch markers, and new yarn. And we're really happy to be here to chat with you guys and to answer any questions that you may have about any of the stuff coming out. I will show everything again. I won't go into like super detail like I did on the preview video. If you want to see that and you haven't already watched it, go back to last couple of videos, you'll see it. It says fall preview. And I talk about everything in detail over there. So, hi to everyone. Yes, soon to be fall. It's still extremely hot here, of course. But Becky and I were just talking earlier about how we've kind of felt just like a tiny twinge of a change in not the heat, because it's still like high 90s here, but just the humidity has gone down. I mean, just a smidge, which was so nice, such a relief. Even just that little bit of relief is nice. So again, thank you guys for joining. I think I'll go in order of how I went on the episode. And because I already know that order, so I'll just go in order of that. And if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments if you have anything to say. I watched both previews but didn't realize your things weren't in the shop yet. When I looked, I thought, wow, they sold out so fast. Yes, I mean, things do tend to sell out quickly during update time. So, I mean, I don't know about if it would have been that fast, but yes, tomorrow is the update, which is Saturday, September 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern time in our Etsy shop. So our Etsy shop is open right now. We have things in there, but I don't think we have much yarn, maybe like a couple of things. And it's mostly just stitch markers right now because that's all we have left. So tomorrow on Saturday is the update. We've had so many people messaging us and saying, where is everything? I can't find it in your shop. So Eileen, you're not alone. So many people have been asking us, like a little bit worried that they've missed it all. And but no, it will be tomorrow at noon. I wanted to touch on that for a minute though, because sometimes when there's a shop update and there's like a rush to, knock on the camera. When there's a rush to the site, it kind of, Etsy kind of gets overloaded a little bit maybe on our page. And so sometimes we usually do like hit the button to put everything live right at noon. But sometimes it takes a moment for Etsy to kind of refresh everything and get caught up. So at noon, if you go on there and you don't see, there'll be 3 new sections. It'll say fall update bags, fall update yarn, and fall update charms. And so that is where all of the new things will be, in those 3 sections on Etsy. But anyway, sometimes it doesn't always refresh right away, or maybe it just gets overloaded because there's so many people trying to get on there at once. So don't panic if that happens. Just go, like, keep refreshing if you're on the computer, or if you're on the app, close out of it and go back into it, and give Etsy 30 seconds to a minute to try to refresh, and then everything should be there. Because we've had people before that have said, I don't see anything. What happened? Are you updating at noon? And then sometimes we have had to postpone the update, 15 or 30 minutes, because when I was saying before, if we're not completely ready right at noon. But I don't foresee anything happening like that tomorrow, because everything's already ready to go. So there shouldn't be any delays tomorrow. If there are, for some reason, we always try to post it immediately on Instagram and Facebook to let everybody know, hey, hang on a few minutes. It'll be, we'll be updating at 12:30 or whatever. But tomorrow it will be at 12 noon, unless something crazy happens, which again, I don't foresee that happening. So what is everybody working on right now? I would love to know if you are knitting or crocheting or sewing or anything like that, tell us in the comments if you can what you're working on. I am working on my Musselburgh hat that I showed on the last episode. And I don't know that I'll get to do much of it right now because I'm going to be showing you guys other things. But hopefully you will get to do some stitching while you're watching and chatting with us. But I'd love to know what you're working on. Or tell us what your plans are. If you're planning on buying any of the bags and yarn, what are your plans for fall? If you have anything in mind for the yarn, or maybe not even with our yarn, but tell us what your fall plans are if you're not working on something right at the moment. Knitting 2 baby blankets. That's exciting. Are they for friends or for family? Have I ever made a baby blanket? I started a crochet one and I didn't finish it for my nephew. It's so bad. Not actually for my nephew, for my nephew's baby. So my grand niece. No, not, yeah, my grandniece. It's been a week. Niece and a friend. That's nice. I like making stuff like that. I want to crochet a little bit more. I don't know if you guys know who Cherie is from the Ollie and Bella podcast, but she lives in England, and she crochets a lot of blankets. And I just love all of the stuff she does. She just came out with a new podcast episode a couple days ago, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh, I want to crochet more. Hey, Laura. You're thinking about making oh Lord, I would have to pronounce something. The Kiowa sweater with some of the fall yarn. That sounds exciting. I am knitting the Alpine Bloom. I'm pretty sure, is that a sweater? Just finished the color and now I'm working on the body. Oh yeah, it must be a sweater then. I feel like I've seen that, but I can't remember what it looks like. I'll have to look it up. Anything by Caitlin Hunter, though, is usually gorgeous. So, okay, let me see. Sorry if there's noise. But let's start with an oldie but a goodie. I don't know if you could really consider this an oldie because we just had it last year. So I don't know if it's an oldie yet, but for us, in terms of how young our shop is, this might be considered an oldie. So this is October Garden. We had this, like I said, in our fall collection last year. I'll just hold them up and show you the bases, and tell you what the bases are. So this is our Sanibel base and our Sanibel sock set. So this is a fingering weight 75-25 superwash merino nylon. It has 463 yards for 100 grams, and the minis each have 92 yards. Try and get some of that lighting. This is a very sort of red wine purpley color. We actually had this in the shop last year. It was called Chrysanthemum, and this one is called Pumpkin. This one's very fall-ish, classic fall colors with the oranges and golds. But then it's got these little pops of like a teal green, some reds and browns. Very, very fall. Knitting alpaca shawl samples for the Maryland Alpaca Fest. That sounds exciting. Making some sweaters for my grandchildren. Oh, I'm knitting socks for pre-Christmas gifts. Oh, I need to be on top of the Christmas gifts, and I'm not yet. In fact, I wanted to talk about that on one of the next couple of podcasts because that's good that you're already on it because, it's quickly approaching. I hate rushing the second half of the year, but it comes so fast. Haven't decided which yarn to buy yet. Do you feel the minis would go with weathered wood for a stripy sock? Which minis? From one of the other sock sets or from the Bejeweled mini set? I was actually going to show weathered wood with the Bejeweled mini set because someone suggested that. And I thought, well, I didn't even do that color combination on the episode. So I'll show you some combos in just a little bit. Okay, so like I was saying, this is October Garden on Sanibel. This is on DK. Our DK base is so squishy. It's also a 75-25 though, so it's great for socks. It has 245 yards. And then we have it on, we have a DK sock set also with the two minis. Did I bring, I don't think I brought Coquina in here. I didn't. Here is our Amelia base, which is a gold stellina. Let's see if I can get the stellina to show up. Just to show you how on top of everything that we are this time, I actually even included a video on the listing on Etsy, like a little where you can swipe through and see the pictures. I took a little like 10-second video twirling the yarn around so you could see the stellina because sometimes it doesn't really show up well in pictures. But our stellina, we only have either stellina gold or stellina silver. Like usually we're most likely only going to have it for fall and Christmas yarns. Eventually we may bring stellina to the shop on a full-time basis, but right now we've just been kind of featuring it during those two seasons. But our Amelia base is an 80% superwash extra fine merino and a 15% nylon and then a 5% gold stellina. And it has 437 yards. We also did a stellina sock set, and the two minis have stellina in them as well. These minis have 87 yards. More Christmas gifts. Gosh, I need to get on that. You're making your first poncho. I love ponchos in a fade kit. I have several sweaters on the needles. I'm also beginning on my Christmas knitting with fingerless gloves. Yeah, this is definitely the time to start at least getting into that mindset and making your Christmas list. I actually have already made, because I always make my sisters and my mom something for Christmas. And I'm making them all the Memories of Paris cowl, the pattern that I came out with at the beginning of this year. I'm making one for each of them in different yarns. And I think I've made 2 or 3 already. 2, 3. I don't know. I have a couple more to make because I have a million sisters. I always like to have socks on my needles as well. That color makes me want to have a warm drink, even though the heat index is still 87 here right now. Well, better than 97. But no, I hear you. It's hard to get into the spirit of fall or to have that autumn mindset when it's still so hot outside. I totally understand that. But that's why it's so fun to go on if you go on Facebook or Instagram and see all of the yarns and the bags and everything that all of the makers are coming out with, and it's so inspiring to see everyone's all of their own take on what the fall season is like to them. I love seeing different yarn dyers and everything that they do for fall and Halloween. It's very inspiring and it makes me want to knit and just make everything. All right, so I'm going to show you the new bag called Fields of Gold. I thought that this one looked really pretty with October Garden. So Fields of Gold is available in our small, mediums, and large zippers, as well as our medium and small drawstrings. Look how cute the drawstrings are. That little accent color is so cute. So let me open one up and show you the inside. It has this sort of mossy green print inside, and then this golden yellow zipper. It's really, really pretty. A lot of people have commented and said that they love this one. Sunflowers are a lot of people's favorite flowers. And it's fall, but it's bright and cheerful. And we just love it. We use a cotton duck cloth for the outside of the bags. And lately we have been having we've been purchasing digital art, like a digital print that someone has designed, and we've been having them custom printed for us on our duck cloth fabrics. So they are truly a unique, one of a kind type of bag. You probably will not find this print on a bag anywhere, really, unless someone else did that. So you may see this print somewhere else because someone else could have purchased this digital art, but we love doing that because then we get to support other makers and other artists and designers, and then we get I don't want to say exclusive, but pretty unique. We get and we find the cutest prints. Every time Becky sends me one, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. The autumn colors just called to my heart. Yep, definitely. I mean, like I love every color really, but I definitely gravitate towards those, especially with yarns, bright, sometimes even neons, um, lots of pinks and purples. But I've noticed as I've gotten a little bit older, I have my palette has kind of shifted a little bit to more neutrals and even a little bit of earth tones. Like my mom, she loves earth tones. Jelly roll blanket, that sounds cool. I've wanted to make one of those for a while. The heat index in Tampa, yep, 88. Trust me, my AC is on. It's been on all day. It never goes off, pretty much, at least in the summertime. Oh, I was gonna say something. Speaking of getting older, next week is my birthday, and I'm so excited. I'm not usually excited about my birthday, but this year I'm excited about my birthday because my daughter Olivia bought me a massage at one of our local like massage places and a pedicure. So I'm so looking forward, and it's actually on my birthday next week. So I'm so excited about that because it's been years since I've had a massage. And she sent me a text and she's like, I hope you're not doing anything on the afternoon of your birthday because I booked you an appointment. And I was like, okay, for what? And she's like, oh, it's for a massage and a pedicure. And I was like, Oh, so that actually got me excited about my birthday. Sorry if I missed that. Yes, thank you, Laura. The update is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, stop rambling on, Kim. Let me get to some more stuff. Let's see. Let's show you Old Red Barn. Okay, Old Red Barn is also a colorway from last year by the sock set. If anyone wants me to open up any of the skeins and because you want to see what it looks like opened up, just let me know and I would be happy to do that for you. This is a variegated colorway, just like October Garden. It's also variegated, and it's got beautiful reds and browns and like a golden brown color here. It's got blues. And this sock set is paired with our weathered wood colorway. Let me take it off of the... This is it on our Sanibel base. If you like, and I'm not just saying this just so you guys will buy this, but Becky and I are considering retiring this colorway because it's a pain in the butt to dye. I'm not gonna lie. And it's very, some of the dyes that we use in this colorway are very, very finicky. And so this may be the last time that we dye this. Because we were talking about maybe retiring Old Red Barn. So I know that's sad because this is a beautiful colorway, but if you dye it and several of the skeins don't turn out right, it's just not an efficient colorway to dye. So we're not entirely sure on that if it's going to get retired, but we're just so you know, we're thinking about it. So if you're on the fence about Old Red Barn, you may want to snag yourself one. That's the sock set. Also, DK and DK sock sets. The DK sock sets always come with 2 minis. We have it on our coquina base. This is the base that I didn't have in the Old Red Barn. I forgot to grab one, I guess. Our coquina base is an 80, it has cashmere in it. It's an 80-10-10. So 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. I love that it still has the nylon in it, so it would still be good for socks. And I have knit socks with this base before, and they turn out so, so soft. Our coquina base always shows everything lighter than other bases and a little bit more, I guess, brighter. See how those two reds compare? This is our Sanibel base, and this is our coquina base. We always love how things turn out on the coquina base. And then we also did it on our Amelia base, which is the Stellina, and an Amelia sock set. So that is Old Red Barn. Would make an amazing sweater. I agree. I think we saw someone made a hat with it. I don't know if they posted it in the Mermakers, our Facebook group, but someone made a hat with it and it looked beautiful. It was so, so pretty. A sweater with this would be gorgeous, but I would suggest if you make a sweater with this to alternate your skeins because this is a variegated colorway, and anytime you knit something like that, in the round, if you're knitting it in the round, you definitely want to alternate your skeins so that you get like even color placement. Because I don't know that this would pool in a sweater, but it could. Cynthia, was that you that made the hat? It was beautiful. I remember that. Okay, so that's Old Red Barn, and let me show you weathered wood with it because weathered wood looks so pretty with it. So this is weathered wood. This is a speckled tonal. See some of those speckles right there? It's a sort of grayish brown color, and then it's speckled with grays. And it's so neutral. It goes with so many of our new colorways. I think that's one of the things that people love about this one so much is that it goes with so many things. So this is weathered wood, and it looks so pretty with Old Red Barn. We have it on our Sanibel base. We have it on our Coquina base. I'm going to hold them up so you can see the comparison. So this is Coquina, Sanibel, DK. It's really pretty on the DK. We also have it on our Amelia. I don't know if we've ever had it on Amelia. Look at that sparkle. And we dyed a few of them on our Surrey Alpaca Silk Blend. So I love that we have the Surrey because the Surrey can go with so many things. You can hold it with weathered wood. You can also hold it with some of our other colorways over there that I'll show you in just a few minutes. I really like having this, and it's so soft. So soft. And it would be pretty to hold these two together as well. So that's weathered wood. I need a designated, I should have brought my, oh, I did. I was like, I should have brought my container in here so I could just put these all in here and out of the way. All right. Our Autumn Woods project bags. You guys have given us so many nice comments about these bags. Now, these are only available in drawstrings. That's the only available in drawstrings. And we have a medium-sized drawstring, and we have an extra large. You guys really love the extra larges. What is Amelia Sparkle? No, it's 80, 15, 5. Let me just double check on that. Stellina is 80% superwash extra fine merino, 15% nylon, and 5% gold stellina. And again, this, because of that nylon in it, you could do these, you could make socks with this as well. And you do not feel the stellina at all. Like, just feels like, I mean, it is regular yarn, but you don't notice it at all in feeling it. Okay, so you guys really like this extra large size. I do too. My mom made me one over the summer, and it was perfect for my DK shrug that I made that was like 5 or 6 skeins, and it just is the perfect size for those larger projects, for blankets, sweaters, or if you wanted to put more than one project into the same bag. So this is Autumn Woods. It's got that beautiful muted color, fall color palette. This is almost like a silvery gray color. So, so pretty. And this is a good size comparison for you. This is our medium size and the extra large. Do I have this backwards? Yes, I do. All of our project bags come with a progress keeper. And on our drawstrings, we put them on this outside clip for you. You can just use it as decoration or you can use it as a progress keeper. And then on the zipper bags, they're on the zipper that you can use it as a zipper pull. That's Autumn Woods. Love, love, love this one. Let me put these, not to get them mixed up with the yarn. This bag is my favorite. This is called Cozy Cafe. I just love it. Look how adorable. It's got a little leaf progress keeper. Inside is this lining, coffee colored. And look at the little faces on these, just everything on here. So there's an acorn, there's a couple different leaves, there's a coffee cup, there is this, I guess maybe like a latte. There's a little to-go cup. Maybe this is a cappuccino. There's a sunflower. There are coffee beans, a mushroom, two different mushrooms actually. And it's adorable. So we have it in the medium drawstring and we have a small drawstring. This is what's my this thing, my muscle burr hat is what I have in here. This is how it cinches up. This is our small. Then we have zippers, large, medium, and small. And it has that same lining inside. Just love it. So, so cute. So that is Cozy Cafe. I have a feeling this one is not going to last long. None of them really, but definitely this one. All right, what else? I hope I'm not boring you guys to death. We have such a fun colorway, how it came about anyway, because on a couple episodes ago when I dyed some yarn, not some yarn, I dyed some swatches, and with the leftover dyes, I made this colorway. And it was supposed to just be a salty skein, but we loved it so much, and you guys loved it so much that we decided to bring it to the shop. It was kind of a last minute addition. This is called Chocolate Raspberry Truffle, and it's got browns and pinks and creams all throughout. This is going to knit up so beautifully. It's variegated, but it's very blended. So your color placement will be so beautiful all throughout your project. It's not going to have much chunks, big chunks of color in any one spot. But this beautiful pink color is in there. We just love it with the brown. So we have sock sets with a pink mini. This is our coquina base. And we have DK. The DK turned out so gorgeous. DK always looks a little bit different than our fingering weight. This one is our Sanibel base. This one is our DK base. I don't know if it's that the colors get more saturated. I'm not sure what it is because it's the same fiber content, 75-25 superwash merino nylon for these two. But the surface area of this yarn on the DK is bigger because it's a thicker yarn. So maybe that's what it is. But the DK turned out gorgeous. This would be such a beautiful hat. And it would be so squishy because of the DK. We also have a DK sock set with two of those beautiful pink minis. They look a lot brighter on screen. I mean, they're definitely bright. It's like a magenta pink. So, so pretty. And we have Stellina. This would be a beautiful hat too with the Stellina in it. Am I missing things? I'm sorry. Yes. Oh, the extra fine. Yes, it's definitely softer. It has to do with like the micron count or something, right, Becky? I can't remember what the difference between the micron, but yes, it is very soft. Not thinner at all. You like chocolate raspberry truffle? I hope I just answered that, Susan. Chocolate raspberry truffle is across all of our bases. The only thing we didn't do it on was our Surrey. We didn't do much on Surrey this time. So that's chocolate raspberry truffle. And something to go with that goes really well is our new pink colorway called Pink Sapphire. I love this colorway. We have not done a pink tonal yet. Look how pretty. Our DK base has nylon. It's a 75-25 superwash merino nylon. Cozy Cafe is so adorable. We love it too. Yes, chocolate raspberry truffle would be pretty for Christmas. Will we do worsted weight yarn in the future updates? Possibly. We've talked about it, but not yet. We have trouble enough dyeing all of these bases. Not trouble, but time-wise, we have a lot to keep up with these bases. But we would love to offer one in the future. Yes. We've also thought, probably not until next summer, but we've thought about offering a cotton or linen blend yarn as well. But that might be a seasonal thing. Maybe we could offer during, like you said, the colder times, a worsted weight for not this year, but maybe next year we would be able to offer something in worsted weight, especially during the colder times when people are knitting more blankets and garments and things. So anyway, Pink Sapphire. This is on Sanibel. You can see it's very, very, very tonal. There's lighters and darker pinks. And it's got some speckles. It's so pretty. We have it on DK, Coquina, and Amelia, the sparkle. I'm really happy with this one, and it looks really pretty with chocolate raspberry tart Not tart, chocolate raspberry truffle. I hope the lighting's okay in here. It's hard to tell on your own screen. Okay, so let's talk about some Halloween yarn and bags. Last year we had Candy Cauldron in the shop and we decided to bring it back. Let me show you the big one so you can see all the goodies. So this is Candy Cauldron. It's got so many cute little spooky treats on here. It's got beetles and spiders and a brain cupcake, and it's just adorable. This little guy is so cute. It's an orange background. This is another print. Actually, I think all of them except for Autumn Woods are prints that we had purchased and printed. That's the inside, like a silvery polka dot lining. It's so cute. So that is Candy Cauldron. We will have it. Oh, the zipper pull is a little. Let me see if I can get him. A little spider. Uh, we will have it on all three sizes for the drawstrings. That's the medium. Not drawstrings, the zippers. And that's the small. All of them have the same lining inside. And then look at the drawstrings, how cute they are. This is the small size drawstring and the medium. It's adorable. Same little spider. Progress keeper. This one has the black drawstrings, which I love. I think that's so cute for Halloween. This one sold out pretty quickly last year. But last year we did not have the small drawstring because this is a size that we brought out this year over the summer. Sorry if I keep shaking the camera. So this one is actually, this size and style is new. So even if you have one from last year, but you wanted to add to your collection, maybe you got a zipper last year and you want to get a drawstring this year or vice versa. So cute. So that's Candy Cauldron. And to go with it, we have Candy Cauldron. This is our Candy Cauldron colorway. It's perfect for Halloween. And it goes really cute with the bag. A lot of you have said, just through all the different social medias we have, that you're definitely getting Candy Cauldron. It's got pinks, purples, greens, blacks, oranges, all kinds of speckles. And something that looks super cute with it, actually, this is the DK, and this is the Sanibel. And we made a mini set to go with each one. So if you get the DK, you can get the DK mini set. Comes with 5 20-gram minis. I probably posted a picture of my scrappy socks, my stripy socks that I made last year with this set. But I will look back or I'll post it again in the Mermakers so you guys can see how cute they were with this set. And we also have, so we have a fingering weight and we have a DK weight. What a good idea to bring prints back so we can add to our collection. I love that. Yes, I think that, a lot of people like to have um, the same print in two different sizes. A lot of people will purchase from us the same print, just in a one in a small and one in a large, or one in a drawstring and one in a zipper. Maybe I'm assuming they're wanting it as a collection. Um, and of course, I forgot to show you all. I don't know why I always forget to show the minis. Drives me crazy. So that's what made me think of it, Cynthia, because I was thinking what a great collection it would be to have the mini to go with your bag. So just so you know, we also have all of these on our minis. Here's Candy Cauldron. The minis are perfect for all of your notions. Cozy Cafe and Fields of Gold. And we also have it on our toadstool bag. I'll show that in just a second. So, Candy Cauldron and Candy Cauldron. Okay, last bag. Let's see. I'm going to show you the bag first, and then I'll show you the matching yarn. So I'm going to show the mini first, actually, because so I don't forget. This is Twinkling Toadstools. That's the mini. We have a small size. I love the Progress Keeper that Becky picked for these. Or my mom. I don't know. I'm assuming Becky picked this one because I think she designed this bag. It's mushrooms with a moon. So, so cute. So, this is the small drawstring, medium-sized drawstring, and we also have the extra large drawstring. How gorgeous is that? The extra large drawstring also has another little embellishment, this little tassel. It's so beautiful. The inside looks like this. It almost looks like the sides of a mushroom, like the stalk of the mushroom, I guess you would call that. That's what that reminds me of. I don't know if it's just because I've had mushrooms on the brain lately because of this bag, but lately when I go outside and in my yard, like I'm taking the dog out or something, and I look around the yard and I see mushrooms, and I'm like obsessed. I'm like the mushroom lady now. Like I go outside, my neighbors probably think I'm so weird because I go outside and I'm taking pictures of mushrooms in my yard. Like, you're getting older when you go and take pictures of mushrooms in your yard. That's your form of entertainment. But they're so cute. And I like will get down close and take it like I don't know, like up so it looks like a giant mushroom, but it's really not that big. So that is Twinkling Toadstools. Let me show you the zippers because they're equally gorgeous. Small zipper, medium. This is an all over print as well. And large zipper. So gorgeous. The jewel tones on this bag are so beautiful. And with that dark background, everything just pops out. Love it. Okay. Those toadstools are popping off the screen. I totally agree. Such a cool 3D effect. The toadstool and sunflower prints look like they are embroidered. The faux embroidery look is all the rage right now. Love it. Yeah, when they first showed me this print, I like when we were back designing everything, I just gasped. This one and the sunflower one are that same, like Becky just said, that faux embroidery, and it's gorgeous. And it truly does look 3D. Super pretty. 67 mushrooms out. That is a lot of mushrooms. But maybe they're gonna take over if you don't do that. I don't know. I always leave mine because there's only just like 3 or 4, and I just think they're so cute. So that is Twinkling Toadstool. Did I show? Oh, I didn't even show the other one. Before I show you Bejeweled, I want to show you Fairy Ring because Fairy Ring goes so well with this bag. In fact, my mom, you have my mom to thank for this colorway because she envisioned something like she wanted it to look like the mushrooms, like the white part of the mushrooms, or not white, but the lighter part of the mushrooms. And you see how this one's kind of got like speckles on it and just little pops of browns. Well, that was kind of what we were going for with this colorway, and it turned out beautifully. We also wanted you to have another color that you could use with the Bejeweled mini sets as well, if you didn't want to use one of the other ones. So this is Fairy Ring on Sanibel, on Coquina, which is gorgeous. Look at those. It's speckled with browns, all different types of browns. And the brown dye powders break into all of these colors that you see. And we intentionally used browns that we knew would break into different colors. So that's why you see pops of yellows and pinks. Explain what a fairy ring is. Okay, so a fairy ring is when a group of mushrooms grows in a circle. Um, I have never seen that like in person, but when we looked up what a fairy ring is, they're actually real. And so out in a forest or somewhere, you sometimes certain mushrooms grow in a ring, like in a circle. And they call that a fairy ring. It was such a cool name. So we knew since this was like a mushroomy color that we had to name it fairy ring. And it's so funny because, like I was saying, how I go like looking at mushrooms in my yard now, I noticed that there was a little group of them that had formed like a semicircle, almost like they couldn't get all the way around into a full circle. But they were actually, I didn't have my phone with me outside, or I would have taken a picture when I saw them. But it was like almost like a half circle of mushrooms. It was so cool. I guess I'd never noticed it before because I never really knew like what a fairy ring was. So that is fairy ring on DK, Sanibel, Destin, Sanibel, and Coquina. We have it just on those 3 bases. But it looks so pretty with the bag. And it looks really pretty with our last colorway that I'm going to show you. I have to get up. All right, so This is brand new colorway called Bejeweled. Let me show you Sanibel first. It's got all the jewel tones. Super fall, but like bright fall. Jewel tone fall. We love it. And the bag was the total inspiration. The colors in the bag were the total inspiration for this colorway. So that is Sanibel. And then on our Sanibel sock set, we paired it with this really pretty yellow mini. It's going to really pop against these colors. So that's the sock set. We have DK. It turned out gorgeous on the DK. And we have Coquina with the cashmere. So pretty. And we have it on our Amelia Stellina base. And we did singles and sock sets. Where is the sock set? Here it is. So pretty. So that is Bejeweled and this gorgeous, gorgeous Bejeweled mini set. Look how pretty. So pink, purple, orange, yellow, green, teal, and navy. So beautiful. I want to make something with this so bad. I don't know what yet. I've got so many ideas running through my head on what I could do with this. Some type of color work in a sweater. You could use it with fairy ring. It looks absolutely gorgeous with fairy ring. You could use it also with Bejeweled, and it would look so beautiful as well. Whoops. But if you're looking for something with super, super high contrast, I would use fairy ring or weathered wood would look beautiful with it. In fact, that was the one I was gonna show it with, is weathered wood. Look how pretty that looks. Someone commented on the preview episode and was like, I wonder what weathered wood would look like with the jewel tone minis. And I was like, oh, I didn't do that color combo because I did like a million color combos on that episode. And I was like, why didn't I think to do weathered wood and Bejeweled? Because it looks so pretty together. I immediately went and grabbed it and looked at them together. You could use those two together with it as well. Oh, and one thing Becky and I were talking about is how, where did the other one go? You can, so there's lots of different options. You could use fairy ring and Bejeweled together. If you wanted to brighten it up even more so, though, you could use pink or pink sapphire because that would look beautiful with it as well. You could even use them all three together. Those would all look pretty together. If you want to see like all the different color combinations that I did and you haven't watched the preview episode, go back and look at like the last maybe 15 minutes of the video because I just got everything out and I just started looking at color combos. Like I held everything up next to each other so you could see what would possibly look good together. I did bring out Satchel because we have just a few satchels left on Sanibel not Sanibel. We don't have any left on Sanibel, but we have a couple of them left on our Coquina base, and I think we have maybe one left on DK. But Satchel looks really pretty with October Garden, and it also really looks really pretty with Old Red Barn. So I would go back and you can mix the bases. You don't have to just use Coquina or Sanibel. You can mix them together because they're both fingering weight. So that's really pretty with Old Red Barn also. But there's not very many of these, and as of right now, we're not going to dye any more of Satchel. But Satchel also, we do have it on mohair. And it looks pretty with either of those that I just showed you. So I did want to mention that we have a couple of those left. Okay. Have I shown everything? I think so. It's been like a whirlwind last week. You hit it out of the park with these fall colors. I need to visit the shop, but need to go now for another commitment. Thanks. Well, thank you, Susan. Thank you so much for watching and for that lovely, lovely comment. Why didn't the pink yarn come in a sock set? Just curious. Are you talking about pink sapphire? Typically, we don't put tonals in a sock set. We usually just do that with our main colors, like Bejeweled has a sock set. So our main 4 colors, which are Bejeweled, October Garden, Old Red Barn, Chocolate Raspberry Truffle, I think those 4 had sock sets. But usually with tonals, we don't. But any of these would look pretty with it. Even the pink, because this pink is not the same. I mean, it's some of the same colors. This pink is in here, so you could even use, like, if you wanted a pink on a pink. But any of these would look so pretty with the pink. Look at that with the teal and the blue. Or the purple. The yellow looks pretty with it. If you got these, like the sock set, you could use it, the yellow with the pink instead if you didn't want to use it with this one. So that's why I didn't have one. Hola. Hello, Maritza. How are you? Anybody have any other questions? I said I was only going to go for an hour, and of course I went over. Can I show you guys really quickly something that I finished that has nothing to do with what I was just talking about? But for those of you who watched the podcast, you're going to know what I finished. I just had to show it to you really quickly because I'm so proud of it. It's not even washed or blocked or anything. And I still have all the ends. They're woven in, but I still have to deal with those. But if you watch the podcast, you'll know what this is. This is a blanket that I'm making, or that I made. I made it because it's done for my daughter, Olivia. And I have to stand up and show you this. Look how pretty it turned out. On the last episode, I was almost done. I was like, just like 4 or 5 stripes until I was finished. And I finished it. I'm so excited. So, in a couple of days, when I see her on Sunday, if I have it ready to go by then, which I don't know if I will because of the craziness of how this weekend's going to be with the update, I may give it to her on Sunday. If not, I'll wait till next Sunday. Because she lives about, I don't know, 20 minutes away from me now. 20, 25 minutes. I mean, it's just like a straight shot up the interstate because she moved out close to her school. So I don't get to see her as often, just on the weekends. So, but I'm finished it and I'm so, so proud of it. And I hope she loves it. So I just had to show that off. Sorry. Okay. I'm in awe of the thoughtfulness and hard work that goes into each and every update you ladies do. You are true artists. Thank you. Thank you for all so many beautiful things for us to work with. That's very, very sweet, Rebecca. Thank you so much. We want um, our hard work and the love that we have for making to reflect in um, not just the things that we make, but our relationships that we form with you guys, and just we love that what we make is making someone else happy, and that's very special to us, and it's a blessing to have this business. It truly, truly is. I mean, obviously it's a business and it's our livelihoods, but it's so much more than that to us, and we just love it, and we love that you love what we're making, and that it makes you happy to use our project bags and for them to bring a smile to your face, or to feel inspired by the yarns to make something for someone or for yourself. And it's just um, we love this community, and we thank you guys so, so much for all of your support and all of the love that you have shown us over the last 6 years. It's just makes my heart happy, and I know it does the same for Becky and my mom. I hope she loves it. I think she will. Thank you guys. When you make something like that for a special person, so much love goes into it. You spend so much time thinking about that person. It is so special and is beautiful. Thank you. And that's so true. You guys went on that crazy journey with the blanket with me, and how it all started. And um, it is truly, I don't want to call it a labor of love because it wasn't a labor, but you're right. It has so much love in it. And I I know Olivia's personality, she is gonna appreciate it so, so much. She's very knit worthy, in other words, as is most people in my family. Okay, guys, can't wait to shop tomorrow. Thanks, Jen. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed all of this the last week. Um, I promise I won't spam your Instagram as much as I have the last 2 days. We try not to post more than once a day. And in fact, sometimes we can't even do that once a day because we're so busy. How many sisters do you have, and do they all knit or crochet? That's a good question. So I have 3 sisters and a brother. I I have Becky, which is the one that I have the business with, and then I have 2 older sisters. Well, all my sisters are older than me. Becky's the second. Becky's the closest to me in age, and then I have 2 older sisters that are older than us. And then I have a younger brother. So there's 5 of us, 5 siblings. I always ask my mom, like, how did you raise 5 kids? Because I have 2, and it's but she says, well, I was a stay-at-home mom, and it was a lot easier. But anyway, so yes, they do not all knit. In fact, only me and Becky and my mom knit. Um, I'm pretty sure my mom tried to teach my older sister Laura how to crochet, but I don't know if she ever got it. Did she get it, Mom? And my other sister Jen does not know how to knit or crochet either. Becky and my mom both, they taught me. Well, my mom really taught me how to crochet, and Becky taught me how to knit, and my mom too. But Becky started it all, I'm pretty sure, knitting. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm actually a new knitter though, fairly new in the grand scheme of things. It's only been a few years that I've been doing it. They've been doing it a couple years longer than I have. So, I hope that answers your question. If you guys ever have any questions like that, just let us know. I always love learning how people get started and how long they've been knitting and, just family stuff. Like I love that. Yes, Becky definitely started knitting first. Did you crochet first though? See, this is why you guys need to be on the podcast with me so you can answer these questions. I thought you learned to crochet first and then knit. My mom said no, she's left-handed. Oh yeah, my oldest sister Laura is left-handed, and it's hard to teach someone who's left-handed, like the opposite of you. Like my son is left-handed, Ryan, and I tried to teach him to crochet. We could not get it. We tried and tried and tried, and I could not teach my son, who's a lefty, how to crochet. So I was like, I'm not even going to try to teach you how to knit if I can't teach you how to crochet. So Becky taught my mom to knit, and my mom taught Becky how to crochet. See, this is why you guys need to be on here with me to answer these questions. Okay, anyway. um, Thank you guys for sticking with us this long. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was probably very redundant if you've been keeping up with us the last week, but we have so enjoyed this collection and designing it, and it all just came together. There will be stitch markers. I'm sure you think we've forgotten about the stitch markers, and we haven't. In fact, I was going through the listings today and I was like, oh, these are so cute. And a lot of them go perfectly with the yarn and the bags. It all is so cohesive, this collection. And 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And remember, there'll be 3 different sections. Wait a minute before, keep refreshing your screen. If it doesn't show up right away, it'll be there. And I don't think that's I think that's it. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoy shopping tomorrow. And if you have any questions, just let us know. You can email us, comment, you can send us a message on Etsy. We've been getting a lot of messages on Etsy lately. That's a good way to get a hold of us if you have any questions related to the shop. And I think that's it. So there will be another podcast eventually, probably in about 2 weeks. I don't foresee me doing it any sooner than that, but you never know. You never know. So, all right, guys, have a great night. Have a great weekend, and have fun shopping tomorrow. And we'll see you next time. This live was fun. I enjoyed chatting with everybody. All right, take care. Bye.